What's good with it? What's good with it? It's the homie Mac reporting live and direct from the Dogon. You know what it is. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. Hit that notification bell so you can get all the updates. Everything that goes on with this YouTube channel that is 82 Kings. You will be notified and kept abreast. But yeah, also follow the movement on Instagram. MACK at symbol at MACK_82. Appreciate all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. The channel is steadily growing. The movement is moving. Peace and love to all. I appreciate the love. But real quick, I want to talk about something that's been heavy on my heart today. In me saying this, I acknowledge the trauma that black people have been through, are going through. I acknowledge the pain that we go through. I acknowledge, in essence, how our whole psychology as a people has been tampered with, broken asunder, and we're still in the process of putting the pieces together. And but in essence, what I'm getting to is I had a friend of mine, a real good friend of mine, very sharp brother, very brilliant brother. We were just talking about the African diaspora and just the things that black people are going through domestically, you know, in America, Western culture, and things we're going through the world over, you know, irrespective of geography, irrespective of, you know, whatever political affiliation you have, whatever, the fact that you're black, the trauma and the different things that we're going through. And this brother, he made a really good point. He was saying essentially, he has this theory, it's called the broken glass theory, or the shattered glass theory. And in essence, what it is metaphorically speaking, the glass as a solid unit is a metaphor for us as black people. And via transatlantic slave trade, via trans-Saharan slave trade that predated the transatlantic slave trade by some years, due to the institutional, the systemic trauma that we've encountered throughout the globe, we have been broken asunder. So it's like a shattered glass. You know, the glass has been thrown due to all the things I just mentioned. And then it's like, you know, irrespective of where you are on the globe, but, you know, as a black person, we're trying to put the pieces together. And it's like the analogy that the brother used, he was saying how, you know, you got a couple pieces here, you can make those pieces fit, and then you try to make it fit with some other pieces, and those pieces don't fit, and it's just like everything crumbles, and you're constantly trying to reamalgamate the glass and piece it together. And I think that's very fitting for us throughout the diaspora. I feel as though we as a people, like, we've developed the different ways to process the trauma. We've developed different affiliations. And my thing is this, I feel as though through our ways of dealing with the trauma, through our ways of self-identifying and connecting with like-minded black people, it's caused so much division, you know? And like that piece of glass, like you can get some of the pieces together. You know, you're a Christian, I'm a Christian. You're a Muslim, I'm a Muslim. You're a Democrat, I'm a Democrat. It's like we can unite under certain things, but at its core, our blackness is the common denominator. You know, we've gotten caught up in colorism, classism, different things of that nature. Again, political affiliation, and we haven't been able to unite for compound interest as a collective. You know, and I remember this Indian woman, East Indian woman. She was saying, you know, Maurice, like, how is it that black people have not been able to unite off the strength of their blackness. Like the whole, I mean, this is an Indian woman told me, like, you know, the whole world has conspired against you guys off the strength of your blackness. You know, so just off the parameters of that, off the premise of that, you know, why haven't you guys been able to unite solely off of your blackness? You know, and I had to kind of sit with that. Like, dang, like, how is it that this Indian woman in her late 40s, she understands the need for us to be striving towards compound interest. But for whatever reason, a lot of us haven't been able to see that. And I think we need to get to a place where, you know, our commonality is our blackness. So we need to start there and build from there. It can't be, you know, my religious affiliation, my political affiliation. Just off the strength of being black, that should be sufficient to be the impetus behind developing compound interest. You know, and I understand, you know, some people say, well, Maurice, you're part of the ADOS movement. You move with ADOS, so you don't even like, you're xenophobic. You don't like, you're anti-Pan-Africanism and you're against the diaspora. No, I'm not. My thing is, all ADOS has been saying is, look, we need to right a wrong that was done geographically in America. That's not to say that, you know, the British don't need to compensate those in the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, or the French don't need to the French don't need to right the wrongs and pay reparations to the Haitians. You know, I kind of look at it like Black Panther. Like, you had the Jabari tribe, you had the different tribes throughout Wakanda, and they were able to individually do their thing, but they would come together as one when things were centered around the bottom line for all of them. And I think that's how we need to be throughout the diaspora. I think we need to put the pettiness aside. But, you know, there's so much trauma, you know, when you dig into epigenetics or transgenerational trauma. Like, you literally, whatever pain your ancestors went through, it literally permeates through your DNA and your bloodstream. So you're carrying that. And there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. And I'm no different. You know, there are things that I'm healing, you know, trying to gain an understanding of, things that I'm trying to get clarity on so I can move forward myself. You know, I'm not above this. You know, there are a lot of, I've grown, my worldview has shifted, has changed, and grown towards the better, I would like to think. I'm not stuck on colorism, I'm not stuck on classism, I'm not stuck on otherizing Black people due to geography or whatever subcategory. You're more, you're a 5%, or you're atheist. Like, no, all that goes out the window. The commonality is our blackness. And my thing is, I think Dr. Umar said, until we love one another enough collectively, and in the process of that, hate white supremacy enough. Like, until we love one another more, like, until that love for one another transcends everything else, we're going to be stuck in the same boat. So yeah, this is an episode of MACK Minutes, segment of MACK Minutes. But peace and love to all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. Follow the movement on Instagram, MACKTV_82. All those links will be in the description. The Facebook group, MACK TV. Music, art, culture, knowledge. It's your boy Mac. Signing out. This was a session of MACK Minutes.